What's up, Bull Wololo? WTF happened in September 2023, and as you can see, the menu is long here and we have to work through a lot of stuff. Let's start with the announcement that T90 is doing. He posted a tweet 1 month from today, which was roughly 2 weeks ago. T90's Titans League Season 3 will end. On that day, we'll make a massive announcement. Ice. And now people are starting to wonder what could it be. Some people calculated, okay, it's roughly 2 years since T90 moved away from Twitch to Facebook. Could he return there? Some people are hoping for Hidden Cup, thinking, okay, T90 only didn't do Hidden Cup on Facebook because viewer numbers were so low. Some dreamers are saying maybe a double announcement. T90 even says further, and that won't be all. So yeah, hopes are pretty high there for a lot of people from the Age of Empires universe. Keeping our eyes on T90, he has a YouTube series called The Legend of, where he features a lot of different strategies. In this one, it is him featuring a player called Yu Pudding. I think a player from Vietnam who plays Sicilians mainly exclusively and goes for wild all-in strategies, heavily abusing the market. As you can see, one single farmer working right now and builds dungeons, mass surgeons, and is dominating the ladder. And that resulted with lots of those videos that actually multiple people in lower elo are doing the same. And this strategy has become really efficient. Lots of people are asking for some fixes there. And yeah, certainly an interesting strategy to check out. Big storyline between the Viper and Hera. It all started back, I think, 3 months ago, where Hera made a tier list, basically saying, okay, those are the best civilizations. And he put Dravidians in the top 5 when it comes to unique units. So the Urumi Swordman in bottom 5. And Viper made a later reaction. The Viper said Dravidians are great, making fun of that one.
Alright, so Hera made a list of the 5 worst unique units in Age of Empires 2. Let's have a look and see if we agree.
And then he basically mocks that list. Then we see Hera reacting to this and made a compilation out of lots of Viper losses. And sees here, Viper loses 0-2, yada yada, clicks through all of them, and you can see a compilation of a lot of tournaments. And well, then obviously it didn't take too long for Viper to go for some reaction. For example, he picks out a tournament that Hera played where he drafted Dravidians quite early, yada yada. There are some random content creators that kind of want to put their input there as well. And then it goes back and forth between the two of them. In the end, we have even the Viper posting games against other top players where he went Urumis exclusively and still wins. And yeah, well, top players is the stretch, but 2.4k or something there for sure. And why am I constantly clicking on that one? And it goes on and on, as you can see. Even 5 days ago, there's still new videos. So a battle over 3 weeks, YouTube, basically back and forth. Also, the Viper did the map pool like last month. And this month was done by Hera that he pre-selected. And then people could select out of those maps. Not a lot of discussion about that. So I would assume, since and how I know people on the internet, if we aren't talking about it, it's kind of liked. It didn't become such a big topic compared to the months before, I would say. What is a bigger topic, especially for Kasva himself, is that Kasva decided that he won't continue his full-time playing. And yeah, probably the best player that was still competing in AoE 4 and AoE 2 at the same time. Could maybe mention someone like Dark or Capoch, who could still compete in both games, but that's kind of it. And let's wish Kasva all the best for the future there. And that brings us to the biggest tournament of the month. It is T90's Titans League. $17,000 for Platinum, the top 24 in the world. Kind of the closest thing that we have when it comes to like a league format. And we have 4 weeks in of a 5-week group stage, and then we go into a 12-people bracket. As you can see, Doubt and Yo dominating their group stage. Some banger matches here. Vala's running, who goes down, who stays in Platinum. Then we see Dogao, ACCM dominating Group B. We will talk about Group C a bit more coming up. And in Group D, well, simply 2 levels, right? Viper Liritado, clearly top 3, and Classic Pro Vivi Sobek fighting for the 4th spot in their group to not get into Gold League, the 2nd division, next year. And now we have a set here, Hera versus freaking Andy. Obviously, Hera considered to be a top 2 player in the world right now. And lots of people have him as number 1, which is absolutely understandable. So going into this set here as the big favorite. And it was a really rocky game on a tough map, namely on Fractal. And as you can see, like distance of the 2 players are really short here. And it was heavy laming by Andy. And then Hera had a great comeback and felt like he won the game.
Let's go.
You can see how relieved he is now.
Yeah, so let me just sum it up, guys. Let me sum it up real quick. I had no boars. You can lay my boar. No berries. Versus monks and halbs, 2 most broken units in the game. Still won.
And then to celebrate his victory, he goes forward with villagers and outpost rushes his opponent. Something that has been considered very disrespectful in the past, and in the eyes of a lot of people, break the rule of respecting your opponent, because obviously they're not adding a lot of value in this moment. And he builds them into the face of Andy here, as we can see now. He even continues to buy wood to build more outposts, as you can see here, at price of 159. And they don't really go up, so Andy doesn't really see it at that moment, but obviously lots of viewers saw it, and that was not a really liked move. And this already created a lot of controversy. Then obviously people that aren't that got some Schadenfreude in themselves or Andy fanboys were pretty happy to see that Andy actually won this game, and creating a bit more drama there all around. And Hera won in a really entertaining game. Might be actually, like, if we exclude that outpost thing, one of the best games that we had in TTL here. But Hera has to give it up here a bit later. And yeah, this is interesting. There was no official statement from the admins about this. Some people felt like it could have been a disqualification. Some people felt like it is in the game, let him do something. Some people felt like they didn't care at all, right? We had interpretations all through the spectrum. In the end, nothing happened, and Andy won the set. Hera needs to now make something happen to still get first, and has to hope that Andy will fail on his way. Also, Alcatraz, a scenario that we talked about last month. Basically a challenge where people enjoyed their time quite a bit. And now the same creator was hired by Gamer Legion and actually created a scenario with a, I believe, €200 prize pool, a monthly challenge. And this month we have basically 4 mango dice going through a maze, going through lots of different units, and in the end trying to kill 1 king here. And yeah, trying to activate everyone. Obviously Alcatraz was a nice thing for lots of people, and now even trying to attract people of all levels to play this one, so give it a try there as well. Then bad news, and that's why we're including it here. On the 26th of September, it was officially confirmed that there won't be a Red Bull Wololo this year. Obviously, lots of people expected this, since there was no information, no official announcement for it for quite some time. But yeah, just for the books, I wanted to add this for you. And this brings us to more delightful news, which is the clip of the month. And I have a double pack for you. One of them including Casva, but actually Casva is only the side story here.
Now he's out of mangonels. Comeback story.
Comeback story.
Comeback story. Man, this game is amazing. This is Age of Empires, man. This is how the Age of Empires is supposed to look. This is what I signed up for.
How is Dowd is enjoying his life.
No, it went up. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I was so confident. God damn it, Casva.
And Dowd indeed was so confident, which brings us to the second clip of the month, where Tato probably got quite a confident boost.
Bamboozled. He doesn't get bamboozled. He doesn't let... Oh! 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 Someone call an ambulance! But not for me, says Tato. And Vivi calls the GG. And Tato simply traps in 25 eagles from Vivi. He was going for the gate, then he realized he could put his...
What a crazy, crazy trap by Tato there, replacing the gate there with the Siege Workshop. Pretty nice move. And that brings us to the look ahead. Basically, I think TTL conclusion and then Warlords. But obviously TTL conclusion with the T90 announcement. Quite a speed run through all the topics. I hope you still enjoyed this one, and we will see each other in 1 month with another episode of WTF. Have a good one. Goodbye, beloveds.